Okay, hello everyone. My name is Chris Kent, one of the founding partners here at Numis. Before we get started with tonight's presentation, I want to share with you a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in a little small farming community outside of Tampa, Florida called Plant City, and probably not unlike too many of you, I was born and raised in a little small community. Didn't have a whole lot growing up. We lived in a little one two-bedroom trailer, and I knew when I was growing up that I always wanted to have more. And one of the things that my parents told me when I was a young kid, that if I got a great education, that I could really be successful in life. And that was kind of one of my goals. And I was always very fascinated with money and finance. And my main goal was to get a college education because no one in my family had ever been to college. So when I graduated from high school, I went to college and I majored in my favorite subject, which was money. I majored in finance. And one of the things that I realized in going to college was that even though I majored in finance, they really didn't teach you in college how to make money. So when I got out in the real world, I started looking around for my first job, and I got into the insurance industry, and that was my first time that I really realized what residual income was all about. I remember the people that had been working at this agency where I was working at, they would take about every fourth week off. And I asked one of the guys one day, I said, how do you get to take every fourth week off? And they said, well, that's when we get our residual check. And I really, at that point, realized that why would I do anything in business that didn't create a residual income? So we're going to be talking a little bit about that tonight. Well, after my insurance career in 1994, my partner Ian and I started our very first direct sales network marketing company in the telecommunications industry, and we timed that opportunity exactly at the right time. And I like to tell people sometimes that I believe it's better to be in the right place at the right time than it is to be smart. And from 1994 to 1999, we were very fortunate and very lucky to build that company up to about $100 million. We had over 300,000 customers and 100,000 representatives. And we were also very fortunate to get out of that industry before we saw the telecom and internet industries really implode in 2000 and 2001. At that time, I became even more interested in managing my own money. I've been very fortunate to make a lot, and I wanted to really know what was going on in the financial world, and I started studying the currency market. In 1999, the currency market opened up to the United States, and individuals could start trading that market. And I really started studying the relationship of the U.S. dollar to other currencies around the world, started studying the commodities market, and I saw a very, very disturbing trend at that time. As I traded the currency market for over 7 years, I watched the U.S. dollar continue to go down against other currencies around the world. And at the same time, I was watching gold and silver go up. During that time, my partner and I, we launched another company, a software company called IDSTC, and we actually have helped over 450 direct sales companies get into this industry and help them get started over the last 12 years. But in 2007, I was able to team up with my good friend, Jake Kevorkian, and my partner, Ian Cordell, to start Numis. And we're going to talk about this opportunity tonight because the reason that we started Numis was because of the financial collapse in 2008. What Jake and I were really looking to do is we wanted to find a solution that could help the average person start really developing and collecting some assets. And that's why we call Numis your personal asset development program. So imagine for a minute if you had the cure for the financial problems that face people today. Well, what are those problems? Well, we know that there's a debt problem all around the world today, but for individuals, really, we're seeing that savings for most is really non-existent. The reality is personal debt is at an all-time high. And our purchasing power of the dollars that we do have has been in decline really for a very long time. And most people today have concerns about the future. In fact, I saw a recent poll in Gallup that said 53% of Americans do not believe that they will have enough money to retire. I saw another study that was done last week on Bloomberg that said in the last 4 years during this financial crisis that the average person has lost 40% of their net worth. Well, the reality is most people have less money today, and it's losing purchasing power. In fact, I want to share with you what I saw when I was trading the currency market. I saw a dollar that was in decline, and if you look at this chart, we actually know that since 1900, the U.S. dollar's purchasing power has been in decline, and that today, that $100 that you had back in 1900 is only worth $3.80 today. In other words, it has lost 96% of its purchasing power. Now let me give you a real-world example of that, and some of you might remember back in 1966 when the Ford Mustang first came out. Well, in that time period, you could actually buy a brand new Ford Mustang with 2,500 silver dollars, which were worth about $1 a piece, or 2,500 paper dollars. Well, fast forward 45 years later, and let's take a look at what has happened to those paper dollars. In fact, the reality is 2,500 paper dollars would really just get you a down payment on a brand new Mustang today. But those 2,500 silver dollars, if you would have saved those or collected those instead of paper dollars, well, today those same silver dollars would actually purchase you 3 brand new Mustangs, and you'd actually have some money left over. So we've seen paper dollars literally go down by 90%, and silver dollars go up 300%. And that's the difference that we're going to be talking about here tonight. You know, one of the things that one of my favorite people, Albert Einstein, said, he says, you know, we can't solve problems using the same kind of thinking that we used when we created them. And that's really what we wanted to do at Numis Network, is create a solution to help average people, to help everyday people create a solution that helps them build up their assets. And we came together with the world's leading numismatic expert, Mike Mezak, to make that happen. And here's our cause. Our cause is to help your family and friends and neighbors build up their assets during these difficult times. Because we know that the secret of the wealthy is that they do something different on payday than what average people do. You see, the wealthy people, what they do on payday is they buy assets. They buy stocks. They buy bonds. They buy real estate, commodities, precious metals. They invest and they save for the future. Well, the Numis solution is real simple. It's something that we've created, which is, and you can also create, which is an asset development program to help people build up their assets. And I'm talking about everyday people. I'm talking about the truck driver. I'm talking about the school teacher. I'm talking about the waitress. I'm talking about the construction worker. Those are the type of people that we can help. So imagine owning something that will hold its value no matter what. You know, there's not too many assets out there in the world today, as we've seen with people losing 40% of their net worth in the last 4 years. There's not too many assets that you can actually buy today that will retain its value. But what Numis has created is something very, very unique, and it's called the Silver Premier Club. And with the Silver Premier Club, you're going to actually get a coin each and every month from one of the world's leading government mints. And these aren't just any coins. These are actually the most valuable coins in the world, because each and every single coin that you get once a month is going to be authenticated. It's going to be graded and certified by the world's respected third-party grading companies. Now, each coin is not only going to have precious metal value, but it's also going to have numismatic value, which is simply collectible value. Because by grading and certifying these coins, it makes sure that they're absolutely perfect. Because each and every coin that you get through the Silver Premier Club has the grade of what we call MS, or Mint State 70. And that's perfect in the numismatic world. And when you think about coin grading, think of it like diamonds. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. And each and every single one of our coins, has the highest possible grade in the numismatic industry. Now, there's a lot of other benefits to being a member of the Silver Premier Club other than just getting a coin each and every month. We also have what we call the Keith Love Signature Series. And with Keith Love, you have one of the most well-respected numismatic experts in the entire world today. And what Keith brings to Numis Premier Club members is specially priced, rare, limited edition coins for our members only. Now, Keith's been around for 25 years in the industry. He's one of the most well-respected and accomplished professionals in the field of collectible coins. In addition to the Keith Love Signature Series, as a member of the Silver Premier Club, you're also going to get what we call our Silver Bulletin and Family Fun Time. You know, when we first started Numis back in 2009, one of the reasons that I was so passionate about this opportunity and about this company is the first time that I brought home an MS-70 American Silver Eagle and showed it to my 9-year-old daughter and watched her eyes light up and her tell me what a beautiful coin that was. And I knew that this was going to be an opportunity to absolutely change the future. You see, I believe that we can change the future, but we got to start with our children. And each and every month with your Silver Premier Club membership, you're going to get Family Fun Time and Silver Bulletin, which is, it allows you to learn fun facts about history, geography, and finance while spending time with your whole family. And it really allows you to really teach your children the value of building assets. This is a fun activity that I get to do each and every month with my young daughter, and you know, I get to teach her some of the rich dad qualities. If you follow Robert Kiyosaki and Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I get to teach her some of those rich dad qualities of finance, and at the same time, each coin has history and geography because they're all around the world. And like I said, it's just a fun activity for the whole family. And I believe that we can change the future if we start with the children. Now, one of the other benefits that really makes Numis and the Silver Premier Club stand out from anything else out there in the industry today is our unprecedented guarantee. What this allows you to do is it allows you to create a collection of assets with complete peace of mind. You see, we have a 100% buyback guarantee with the Silver Premier Club. You know, one of the things that we know is that the dollar continues to go down in value. And while I can't guarantee you that your silver coins and your Silver Premier Club membership is going to go up in value, I can guarantee that it won't go down, because at Numis we have a 5-year, 100% buyback guarantee. It guarantees you that we will buy back any coin purchased through the Silver Premier Club for 100% of the price that you paid. So while you're thinking, well, that's a pretty good program and it probably can't get any better, we actually have one other benefit that makes it even better. And that's that you can actually get the best silver coins in the world absolutely free. We have a program at Numis for our customers and our representatives that allows you, for every 3 people you refer to the Silver Premier Club, you get a coin free each and every month. And the great part is that there's no limit to how many free coins you can receive. There's no limit to how many free assets you can collect each and every month with Numis Network. The Refer 3, Get Yours Free is definitely one of the unique features of being part of the Silver Premier Club, and it really makes Numis stand out from every other opportunity out there. Now, Numis can also offer you a great lifestyle. We've got an incredible opportunity here with the Numis business. You can actually not only get your assets for free, but you can create a better future for yourself. And I want you to imagine for a minute, what would an extra $1,000 per month do for the average family? And what I mean by this is, imagine paying all your bills. Imagine putting something away for the future, taking care of your retirement, and all of your bills are paid, and at the end of the month you had an extra $1,000 to do with whatever you wanted to do, to go on that dream vacation, to buy that special something that you wanted to buy at the end of each month. Imagine what that would do for the lifestyle of the average family. And that's really the opportunity. While there's an opportunity to make a lot more than that in Numis, imagine what $1,000 a month could do for the average family out there today in this financial climate. Now, here's some of the advantages of a Numis business. Well, first of all, we have a product that is very easy to talk to everyone about. In fact, I have never seen anyone in 3 years that didn't like gold and silver. It's in the news more than ever before. The demand is absolutely off the charts for our product, and people are talking about it in the news, on billboards. You see it everywhere. Imagine the freedom to work when and where you want. and finally a business where you're going to be successful just by being a member of our club. Everybody that joins Numis, I believe, will be a success, and you're going to get a chance to hear from some of those success stories in just a minute. But one of the things that I really like about our business is that it offers you incredible tax advantages as well. You know, with your Numis business, you can save enough in taxes to actually pay for your assets as well. And I want to give you an example. And we have probably more CPAs and financial planners in Numis than any other direct sales business in the country probably. And it's because of our product and what it can do for you. But here's an example from one of our CPAs, Diane Kennedy with USTaxAid.com. And she actually put this chart together for us and showed you just some of the expenses that you can save on with the Numis business. And again, these are very, very conservative numbers. But if you have a home office, obviously you can write that off each and every month. If you have a cell phone bill, now I don't know anybody that only spends $60 on a cell phone, but we're going to be conservative here. And if you just drive 1,000 miles a month and you can write that off, that makes a big difference. Or if you travel, maybe you spend $1,000 or $1,200 a year in travel. And your meals, think about how many times you eat out per month. You know, at $200, that's probably just twice a month eating out. Just those, and we haven't even talked about equipment or supplies, computers, iPods, iPads, things like that that you can also write off, internet usage. But just these conservative figures here, you would save over $300 a month on average on your taxes. Now, go make sure you get all this approved by your CPA, but just think about that. Just the tax savings alone. What I like to tell people about our business is if you're not in this business, you're losing money. So here's what we do at Numis Network. It's just really as simple as 1, 2, 3. We invite people to view this presentation, we follow up, and then we enroll them as a customer or as a rep. Now here's how you get paid with Numis. We have immediate income, which you can earn money from retail profits, commissions, and bonuses. And the great thing is these are paid on a weekly basis. Now I want to give you an example of just one bonus and the power of our compensation plan. And understand my partners and I have had over 12 years of experience of designing compensation plans for other network marketing and direct sales companies. And we've taken the best of the best in compensation plans and put them together at Numis Network. Now, I'm going to share with you just one of the bonuses that you can earn as part and as being a rep in Numis. It's called our Fast Start bonus. Now, the Fast Start bonus is when you go out and enroll somebody and they purchase our Fast Track Collector's Kit, you can make a bonus of $100. If you enroll a second person, you make another $100. Third person, you make another $100. You make a $100 Fast Track bonus each and every time you enroll somebody. Now, starting with your fourth person, you actually start what we call your legacy team. Now, the great part about this bonus is once you have started your legacy team, you now get to tap into what we call our legacy bonus, which is a 100% matching bonus of everybody in your legacy team. Now, here's how it works. Starting with this fourth person, when that person goes out and enrolls somebody who buys the Fast Track Collector's Kit, they make $100, and so do you. It's a 100% matching bonus. If they enroll a second person, they make $100, and so do you. Again, it matches 100% of the Fast Start bonus that person makes. Third person, they make $100, so do you. Now, the great part of this bonus is when this person, your fourth person, enrolls 3 people, those 3 people are also in your legacy team. What does that mean? Well, that means that when they go out and enroll people and they buy a Fast Track Collector's Kit, they make $100, and so do you. So if this person here on your second level enrolls 3 people, they make $300, and so do you. This person enrolls 3, they make $300, and so do you, and so on. Now, the power in this bonus is that this has created some of the largest bonus checks in our industry's history, and it actually pays unlimited width and unlimited depth in your legacy team. Now, not to go into great detail about our compensation plan, but this is only one of the bonuses that we have here at Numis Network, and we have over 16 different ways to get paid. Now, another way that you get paid is through residual income. And again, this is one of the things that really attracted me to our industry long ago, was the fact that you could build something once and get paid for it over and over and over again, and you could create something called leverage, where you not only get paid on your own efforts, but you get paid on the efforts of others. And let me show you how this works. Let's say that you go out and enroll those 3 people, and then those 3 people enroll 3, and make 9, and those 9 people enroll 3, and those 27 people enroll 3. The great thing about a network marketing compensation plan is that you get paid on all of the people in your team, and that creates leverage so that you're earning on the efforts of others. Now, we also have lifestyle awards. We have our 6-star BMW car program here at Numis. Once you reach the 6-star level, you get to pick out a brand new BMW of your choice, and there's only one rule for the BMW, is that it has to be silver. In addition to that, we have great luxury trips and awards. In fact, we're going to be taking one of our awesome vacations this coming week down to Cancun, Mexico, and we do these trips throughout the year. You'll actually have an opportunity to earn 3 all expenses paid vacations throughout the year. Now, how do you get started with Numis? Well, you start with our Numis Success System and our Fast Track Collector's Kit. And the Success System really has everything you need to get started. You have all the business tools you need. You have brochures. You have marketing materials. But you also get your personalized website with presentation videos. You're going to have your own online store. Now think about this for a minute. When you join Numis, you're going to get a personalized Shop Numis website that has over 170 different items and gold and silver coins for sale. Each time you sell a coin from your website, you make a retail profit. Now, we do all of the inventory. We hold all the inventory. We do the shipping. We do the customer service, and we do the credit card processing for you. That all comes as part of your business. You also get training and support that you can count on. And then you're also going to get your Fast Track Collector's Kit. Now, the Fast Track Collector's Kit has everything you need to start your collection with confidence, including your first MS-70 coin, which is valued at about $120. You get a graded coin attaché case, which is about an $80 value. You also get our Coins Are Cool DVD set, which teaches you all about Numis and numismatics. You're also going to get a customized Forever Crystal. These are very unique and patent pending here at Numis. It's a one-of-a-kind item that really allows you to customize your collection and create a legacy that you can pass on for generations. Our Forever Crystal is about $139. You're also going to get our Annex Coin Grading Certificate, about a $100 value that allows you to get coins graded from one of the top grading companies in the world today. And then you're going to get special pricing on all of Numis Network's coins. That's our Fast Track Collector's Kit. You put the two together, and it's everything you need to get started. The Success System, the Fast Track Collector's Kit, our business total is only $495 to get started. I'll encourage you to take a look at this opportunity and look at other businesses out there and what they would cost to get them started today. And I think that you'll see that Numis Network offers unparalleled value out there in the marketplace. Now, I want to give you some average incomes of people in Numis Network, and we took this right from our income disclosure statement that's on our website. Now, a 3-star in Numis Network is someone who simply enrolled 3 people. Now, it usually takes on average about 61 days to get to that rank, and the average annual income is $6,200. Now, our 4-star director level, that's kind of our first leadership level at Numis, takes about 101 days to get there, $41,000 in average income at that level. Now, our 5-star director level, and you're going to hear from some of our 5-stars tonight, this is a level that once you reach this level, you actually get to earn in an override of the whole company. So not only do you earn off the effort, your own efforts, you earn off the entire company's efforts, and it takes about a year to get there, but the average annual income is about $100,000. And then our 6-star director level, that's our car level. That's where you get the BMW. Average income for 6 stars is over $400,000 here at Numis. So imagine this for a second as you're looking at this opportunity tonight. Imagine traveling the world, and I have my good friend Don and Erwin and Eva here, and I think we even have Jackie on the call tonight. Imagine being down in Cancun for 4 days, all expenses paid trip that we're going to be taking in just a couple of days. Imagine if you could spend more time with your family and really do the things that you want to in life. Here's Carmen in Florida, Olu and Roz up in Ontario, and Samang and Amanda up in Connecticut. I want you to think for a minute. What if you didn't have to worry about job security or finances? Here's a couple of our top income earners, Ray and Jessica down in Fort Myers, Florida, and David and Michelle out in California. And then what if you could help people build their assets? What if you could help everyday average Americans build their assets and really create a different future for themselves? And here we have Dave in New Jersey. You're going to hear from him in just a minute, and also Terry in North Carolina. One of the greatest things about Numis, and you're going to hear from some folks in just a minute, is the ability to collect assets, and that's really what makes us stand apart and makes us unique than just about any other company out there in our industry today. So if we can do it, so can you. Here's some of our top leaders around the country, and I want you to think about joining us in our cause. Our mission is to help you and your family and friends and neighbors build assets during these difficult financial times. And like I said, that's really the thing that makes Numis so much different than every other opportunity out there today. So if you're a guest on this webinar tonight, I first of all want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to learn more about our company, and we hope that you join in our mission. Now, I'm going to take a couple of seconds here and go around and let you hear from some of our leaders around the country, and let them tell you in their own words what Numis has meant to them. First of all, I'm going to go up all the way to Canada and pull out my good friend, Mr. Don LaChance. Don, are you there?
I'm here, Chris. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you good. Great, buddy. Thank you so much for being on the webinar tonight. Don, I'm looking forward to spending some time with you this week down in Cancun, Mexico. I know we're going to have an absolute blast.
I'm looking forward to it as well, and so is Lauren.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you guys. Hey, Don, share with everybody on the webinar tonight, why you joined Numis and really what you've been able to accomplish in a very short period of time.
Well, Chris, thanks for this opportunity, and it's really an exciting time. It became exciting when we first heard about Numis, and most of you know I collected for a year, close to a year, just watching as things were unfolding and just kind of keeping my eye on the pulse of what was taking place, because I really loved what was happening. And when there was a newsletter that came out from Westminster, and it was talking about the Moose coin and prompting people about, if you can get your hands on an MS-68 or an MS-69 of this coin, to go ahead and do it, because it was part of a series that was really going to be worth a lot of money. And I started looking at that, and I was sharing with my wife, and I said, like, there's got to be a lot more to this. And then just the comfort of knowing that people like yourselves were behind this, but the Mike Mezak and Keith Love, there was no real I guess worry for what coin I was going to have to really kind of try and choose. All of that hard work was already done for me, so it really kind of simplified everything. And then as the company just began to mature and other things started coming into place with the 5-year 100% buyback guarantee and the 3 for free, it just all kind of really started to compound. And I managed to make it to, I decided to just stop being a collector, just a collector, and decided that I was going to build this business back in September. And I managed to make it to the 4-star manager rank and have my eyes set on the top here, Chris. And I know with the incredible support and training that we've got in place here that that's just a very doable thing.
Well, that's awesome, Don. Thanks so much for being on here. And one question is, when you look back over the last couple of years, what do you think that in assets you've been able to accumulate being part of Numis Network?
Well, for somebody who didn't have any assets at all, it's average Joe here. I'm sitting on like 41 coins right now that I've been able to amass, and I figure I'm sitting around anywhere between $6,500 to $6,800 in value right now.
And when you think about it, Don, I think that the average person out there, if they could put away $6,500 or $6,800 in a couple of years, that's a pretty good deal. That's probably a lot more than most people are putting away in their IRA. So Hey, buddy, we appreciate you, and thanks so much for being on here, and look forward to seeing you down in Mexico in a couple of days.
Thank you, Chris. Looking
All right.
forward to it.
Thanks, Don. Let me go to Mr. Canada. Looking forward to seeing you on Thursday. Mr. Erwin McKen. Erwin, are you there?
I'm here, Chris. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, buddy. One of our top income earner in Canada, a 5-star director, Mr. Erwin McKen. Looking forward to seeing you on a much-deserved vacation this coming weekend down in Cancun. But Erwin, you know, you've been with us here since almost the beginning, and you've obviously seen the company grow. And talk a little bit about why Numis and what it's been able to do for you and Eva and many people on your team.
I'd be glad to, Chris, and thanks for having me on the call. It's my honor. We're so stoked and excited. You know, every day we get up and really thank God for this opportunity. You know, we started back in late 2009. We got married September, and we feel like this was the best wedding gift we got. But, you know, we didn't get going really, you know, full force until May 2010, when we really started to see the value of this product and you know, with all the headlines and the news and the trends. And so we started our collection just like everybody else shared, and just like people tonight on the webinar will start their collection. And, you know, of course, we finally got a chance to put some assets, you know, in our portfolio, hold them physically. I didn't grow up with silver, neither did Eva. I think her dad gave her an Olympic silver coin when she was little. But, you know, really what this business, beyond just the obvious value, Chris, is the value of helping people change their life, helping, as you just said, you know, moms and dads that are working hard in this economy, trying to make ends meet, that don't have any savings, that are not, you know, whose incomes aren't keeping up with the cost of food and cost of living. Help people really breathe easier and build a future. And I'll just tell you, beyond the tax savings and beyond the checks we've been able to you know, enjoy as your 5 stars moving on, is just the fact that we have a collection today in just 2 years that's probably close to about $45,000 in value. We wouldn't have been able to do that without Numis coming into our life. So it has been an absolute whirlwind journey for us. We feel like we're just 2 kids chasing a dream. We're looking forward to more people getting on the Silver Premier Club and really building a really exciting future. Not just with the gold and silver, but also with incredible people. So that's what Numis means to me, Chris, and I thank you for giving me this opportunity to share.
Well, thanks, Erwin. I know I'm looking forward to going on vacation with you one more time and many more in the future. And, you know, that's obviously one of the benefits of being in Numis, is getting to share these special experiences and these, you know, 120 people will be taken down to Cancun, Mexico for an all-expenses paid vacation. And we're going to have a lot of people. I know you're bringing from Canada with you, so we're looking forward to seeing you guys this week. Thanks a lot, Erwin. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks, Chris. See you in Cancun.
All right. Now, I think I got my good buddy Roz back on the line now. Roz, can you hear me okay now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you great now, buddy. Hey, tell everybody a little bit about why you joined Numis and what you've been able to do over the last couple of years as far as collecting some assets.
Absolutely. Chris, thank you so much for the opportunity. And, you know, I'm up here in Canada. Just about 2 years ago, I was actually looking, my wife and I, we were looking to buy a franchise up here called Crepe Delicious. And it was going to set me back about $275,000 to $300,000. And the break-even point was about 4 to 5 year mark. And it is at that time that I chose to join Numis Network. And break-even point was 1 week. And then we were all in profit. And since then, it's just been an awesome ride. One of the things that I really liked with Numis was just the asset category. And my wife and I, prior to getting into Numis, we were already investors since about 2008 in the silver and gold market. And it just made sense for us to be able to park some money into numismatic coins. And then, of course, there was a business opportunity as well attached to it. So we just, you know, we had an opportunity to build a residual income, and, you know, just like yourself, what attracted you to this industry, that was the exactly same thing. We understood the value of residual income and how we can actually get our time back. And that's why we chose to partner up with Numis Network. So over 2 years, We've been. I was just looking at my inventory. I think this was just about a couple of days back. I have close to 48 coins, and I have 48 assets, and plus I have the 2 quarter sets, state quarter sets. And really, if I look at it, the value, the money that I paid for those, what I parked into these assets, was like close to $5,000, and I think the value's probably over about $8,000 right now. And I've been able to do that with an absolute guarantee behind it. And just like you mentioned in your presentation, that we don't know what these assets are going to be worth in the future, but we definitely know that they're not going down because we have that guarantee.
Well, that's awesome, Roz. Thanks so much for being on here, buddy. We appreciate you and everything you do. And one of the things that I tell people about Numis Network is it's our Silver Premier Club. You're not even buying anything. All you're simply doing is exchanging paper dollars, which we know are going down, for an asset. You're just exchanging. It's an exchange. It's not purchasing anything. I'm going to try to pull out a couple of more people here if I can real quick, and she doesn't know I'm going to do this, but Michelle Pescasolito, hopefully you are out there and you can speak. Can you hear me, Michelle?
I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, how are you? Looking forward to seeing you in a couple days, or you're going tomorrow, right?
No, I'm coming Thursday also, so I'm really excited to see everybody and hang out with everybody.
Well, I know you're going Thursday, but I think you're staying a little bit longer than us, right?
Yeah. So Wednesday, the following week.
Well, that's awesome. Michelle, we love you and Bill to death, and just so excited that you guys are on the team. And, I know that you were involved with marketing and other business opportunities before you came on board with Numis. But what do you see as the major difference in what you were able to get with those other companies or other opportunities that you participated in, and then what you now have created with your Numis business? Because I saw what you posted online the other day, and it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, obviously creating wealth is definitely one of the advantages, and just being a part of Numis for us, and being able, like you said, we took a picture of all our assets, and we were actually surprised at how much was there. In the past, it's been, consumable products and things that we don't have anything to show for, 30 days later, 45 days later. And just like somebody said earlier on the call, they took a break for a while, but they came back, and the great thing was they were still accumulating assets each month. And to me, I guess that gives me confidence in knowing that it's okay if for some reason, I have to take a week or 2 off, not that I would, but if that were to happen, just confidence in knowing that I'm getting something that's worth, that has value behind it. And like you said, it's all we're doing is that, transferring our paper money into a lasting asset. It's not like we're really buying anything. So that's why I get so excited about Numis and being able to share that vision and the Silver Premier Club with everybody, and then also just being able to have the opportunity.
Well, that's awesome. We appreciate you guys, and looking forward to spending some more quality time with you guys down in Cancun, Mexico. And one of the things that I would say to everybody is that you do not want to miss another Numis event. If you're a representative on here tonight, we will be having obviously more trips like this in the future, and they are really such a great time. Our next major event that you absolutely cannot miss, you don't want to miss, is Numis Nation, the Next Generation, which is our annual convention. It's going to be our 3rd annual convention down in Orlando on August 3rd, 4th, and 5th. If you haven't gotten registered yet, you definitely want to take advantage of our early bird special. Get registered today, because currently we are running a promotion where you can actually qualify for us to pay for you coming to convention. So you definitely want to check that out in your back office. Get registered if you haven't yet, and make sure that you are in Orlando in August for our annual convention. Let me see if I can pull out anybody else here, and we're going to wrap things up. Not sure if he is on the line or not, but Dave Lovett, can you hear me, Dave?
I can, matter of fact. How are you doing, Chris?
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Hey, fabulous presentation tonight. It was just unbelievable how much work and effort you guys put into it. But the way you carry it off is really an asset for all of us, as well as the coins that we all get.
Thanks, buddy. Well, Dave, as somebody who's been around this industry for almost as long as I've been around the industry, talk to folks really what you saw in Numis and what is different about Numis than everything else that you saw out there. And, as someone who's literally been a massive success in this industry and seen companies come and go and seen been part of, what many would argue is the most successful company in our industry and been successful in that business, what really made a difference for you about Numis, and what have you been able to accumulate over the last couple of years?
Well, Chris, I appreciate you asking me that, and I've heard on the call tonight with the people talking about the different assets they have, their coins. You talked about the compensation plan, and what I have discovered over the years that there are a lot of great companies out there, a lot of great products, but when it really comes down to it, everything rises and falls upon leadership, and if the leadership is not sound at the top, everything else kind of falls about. And after I researched Numis, you, Ian, and Jake, and the other corporate people, I began to realize that it was absolutely impeccable what you guys brought into the industry and where it was going. The trust, the ability, the integrity really makes a major difference at focal points of what's going to take place. Now, with that, you have a number of people out there, particularly this day and age, are just kind of tired of all the foo-foo type of products. I mean, it seems like everybody's got this grand idea to open up a business. They run the network marketing to get it out there, and you've got all sorts of weird things happening. And for the first time in the history of of the industry, someone who's really come out with a program like you guys did, with its hard assets that people can rely on, whether they build the business or not. And 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, people who have never registered anyone in the business, never sponsored anyone in the business, never done anything in the business, are going to end up with some hard assets and be able to increase their assets forever. They can pass down to their children and their grandchildren. So that's what I see that I have not seen anywhere else, Chris. It's been phenomenal.
Well, we appreciate you guys and everything you do, Dave, and look forward to seeing you soon, buddy. I know that you're not going to be able to make this trip because you have a family commitment, and we appreciate that. A family, of course, always comes first at Numis, and we look forward to seeing you guys for sure real soon.
Well, I'm going to miss it more than you think. You can take lots of photographs for me. I want to see them all.
We will. We're going to have to take a lot to keep up with you, buddy. I know that. So we'll get them. We appreciate it. Say hello to Michelle. We'll talk to you guys soon, okay?
I will. Thank you.
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys being on our special webinar tonight. I have recorded this this presentation, so we will have a link to it, and I'll get Matt and the guys in the home office to get you guys a link to this presentation so you can share it with people. And I appreciate everybody that was on the webinar speaking tonight, and look forward to seeing you guys. If not in Cancun this week, we'll see everybody in Orlando on August 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Everybody have a great night, and we will talk to you real soon.